Have you ever been in a courtroom? It can be a pretty scary place. One time I went just to witness proceedings in support of a friend who had been a victim of a crime. And I was scared. Just sitting in the gallery, I was afraid they were going to find something wrong that I did, or I was sitting funny and they were going to call me up. Have you ever been a defendant in a courtroom? Have to be even more scary. Now, thankfully, I've never been in that position in my life up to this point. And yet, all of us stand as defendants in God's courtroom. And there is plenty of evidence of our wrongdoing. And God knows every skeleton in every closet. God knows the DUI, the affair, the unwanted pregnancy. God knows the secret you've managed to keep from your friends, but you cannot keep it from God. What is God's verdict going to be? Wouldn't it be nice in that situation if you had someone to stand up and plead your case? And here's the good news. You do. Jesus stands in God's courtroom as your advocate, your defense attorney. Jesus says, Your Honor, my perfect life stands in the place of the guilty life of this defendant, you. And Jesus says, God, look at my hands. I let them be nailed to a cross because I not only love this defendant so much, but I forgive all of her sins. Jesus says, Your Honor, I died to pay for all of those sins in full, and God, your justice does not allow double jeopardy. I was already punished. You can't punish the defendant. I know he did the crime, but I did the time in hell. Well, what is a holy and just God going to declare? After hearing the words of this advocate, he declares not guilty. Isn't that your best friend, Jesus, who speaks up in your defense? Doesn't that make Jesus your best friend who pleads your case before God? And doesn't that make Jesus your best friend, your advocate, who stands up and speaks up so our God can only declare not guilty?